Hello, my name is Lorraine and welcome to my channel. I am so excited. This is my first video doing a book review. I recently read She Means Business, written by Carrie Green. Carrie Green is founder of the Female Entrepreneur Association. Founded in 2011, this foundation is made up of female entrepreneurs, obviously up to about 500,000, and it's apparently one of the largest female entrepreneur organizations in the whole world. So I came across this book by accident at Dimox, Sydney, and this is by far the best accident that I have encountered in my life because I totally loved her content. I totally resonated with it. This is a book for you if you're thinking of starting your own business, if you've recently started your own business, if you're growing your business, or you're simply at a point where you need inspiration. In this book, Carrie simply turns into your personal coach and mentor. And I love that this book is like a workbook as well. So every time Carrie speaks of a concept, she actually, at the end of the chapter, she asks you questions, she makes you do some activities, and she even has a 28-day challenge. And I totally love that. So this book is divided into 3 sections, and we'll just dive into it right now. So the first section is she shows up for her dreams. The only person who can show up for your dreams is you. This is the time where Carrie talks about soul searching, taking a step back from the previous business that she had been running so she could really think about what she wanted to do. And this is the time when she came up with what she refers to as the Mission Success Challenge. And I love the concept of mission because it defines our purpose and the reason why we do what we do. And if your why is strong enough, you will do what you do with a passion. You will do it with vigor, with energy. You will have clarity to keep on doing it even if you don't feel like doing it. And that is why I love the concept of stopping, defining your purpose, defining your mission, which is what she did. The second thing is action generates clarity on any given day. There was a time where she talks about feeling like crying and not knowing what the next thing she was gonna do and feeling stuck in a rut. And this is because she was trying to steer a parked car. She simply wasn't doing anything because she was feeling afraid. She had never been in the territory where she was before. You find that when you start playing bigger and when you decide to move out of your comfort zone, you have to learn a lot of new things. And learning and researching, you also need to start actioning. So in this phase, it was such a light bulb when I read it because I was like, oh my goodness, this is so true. We always need to be taking action and moving forward, whatever stage we are. It's the same thing as our bodies. Whenever you're exercising or you're moving around, you feel energetic. It boosts your energy. It makes you feel happy. It releases the chemical dopamine in your body. So whenever you're unsure, just act anyway and things will get clearer as you go. The last thing she talks about is giving yourself permission to dream. I know we have the sensible reasoning mind, and so many times it just wants to keep an eye on us. She refers to what she calls the negative committee, and these are the negative voices we have in our head. These are the voices that tell you that no, you do not have what it takes, no, you cannot do it. And as a human being, you actually need to have the courage to defy those voices and do it anyway, because yes, you have what it takes. Even though those voices are there to protect us and to keep us out of trouble, we need to be pushing ourselves ahead because stagnance, there's a saying that says stagnant water stink. You don't want to be stagnant in the same position all your life because it loses the exhilaration, of the journey. And I was laughing, where Carrie was referring to entrepreneurship as riding a roller skate in the dark. The process is scary, but at the same time, it's exhilarating because you're challenging yourself, you're growing, you're becoming more and more and more of that person that you're capable of becoming. In section 2, Carrie again comes up as your personal mentor, and she starts with mission. It's a workbook, like I said before, where she starts with walking you through defining what your mission is, and then when you've defined your mission, identify your audience, because Believe it or not, your audience, your customers, your clients, they're out there waiting for you, and they're simply wishing and hoping that you will have the courage to take the steps necessary in order for you to locate them. So in this, she puts herself out there to shine. I love how she walks us through how she did it, and coming up with her audience and engaging with your audience so that you can know what they want and so that you can serve them. Because as we know, money is simply an exchange of value. When you give something, you get something. That is what value is really about. So she gets herself in front of people. It's about how she came out of her comfort zone more and stepped up more, took up more challenges. And actually she was surprised because she says when she started networking with other people and people knew what she was doing, she was so surprised to see the engagement. And there's this experience in which she describes coming up with the idea of the Female Entrepreneur Association magazine, and they went through months, working on the articles, putting the stories together. And when she was about to send out the magazine, there was this woman, as she said, in the cafe, and she told this woman about this magazine, and this woman was like, no, don't send out that magazine, it's not a good idea. And when the woman walked away, Carrie had two choices. The first choice was she going to listen to that woman and not send the magazine? Or was she simply going to ignore the question of that woman? Was she simply going to ignore those fears and send out the magazine? And this is the time where you realize that in life, the people you meet simply project their fears onto you, or their excitement or their boldness onto you. And it's very important the kind of energy or the kind of inspiration you're getting from the people around you, because in that moment she decided to send that magazine because with her whole heart she knew that what she was doing was something that she really wanted to do. She resonated she resonated with what she was doing, so she had to send that magazine. And that's the same thing with us. You cannot even pretend for the sake of someone else not to do what you're meant to do, because a part of you dies in that instant. Whenever you're not following your dreams and simply compromising, it's like a part of you dies. So you spent your whole week waiting for the weekend, and I'm like, what a sad way to live life, because life is so exciting every day when you're living within your passion and doing those things that get you excited. So this is such an amazing part of the book, and she gets herself out there to shine. It's about pushing you forward and telling you that no, she has founded fear, and it's such a big thing, but also it's not only unique to her, it's something that you can also do. I'm not saying go out there and establish another Female Entrepreneur Association. By no means am I saying that, unless if it's your personal mission. But I'm saying whatever your mission is, you can make it happen. You have what it takes to actually make it happen. In the final section, she's unstoppable. This is the final relay home run where you've established your business, you've come up with your idea, and Carrie is simply edging you forward and telling you that keep moving forward, don't give up now. Even if you're posting content and you're not getting so many engagements, even if you've just you only have a few clients right now in what you're doing, don't give up on it now. Remain consistent, keep on learning. Do not hold on to your mistakes. Rather than hold on to your mistakes in shame, embrace them with positivity as the learning curves that you've had. Do not be afraid of trying new things, because that is exactly how you grow. And when you try a new thing, remember the next step is to try something bigger. So this is basically the home run where it's like a mother telling her child, or and I love the language in which she writes, because it's inclusive language. So like a friend speaking to another friend. So this is definitely a book I recommend for you, and it also has a 28-day challenge. So for those of you who are in a place right now, I know the year is about to end and you want a challenge to start 2019 off with, I recommend that challenge. So by all means, go for it. I've written an article as well on this book review, and I've also put a link below on where you can actually buy the book with the Female Entrepreneur Association, or on the website, on the link there below. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day.